Okay, the issue with this one is the compressor runs, the fan doesn't. He says, I think I've got the tank turned off. I better go and check. Yeah, it was turned off on the tank. Right. Oh, I was trying. It's more than I did earlier. It's got to be a bearing. Well, it's fine now. I reckon that's a bearing. I've had that before, where the magnetism and the motor's trying to turn it, pulls the armature, or his rotor bit up, and it catches. I wouldn't be surprised if we haven't got a really bad bearing in there somewhere. We'll check, make sure the wires are all connected as well. But they do usually. That sounds a bit bearingy, yeah. I don't remember changing it, so it's one of those Lemac motors, Lemac, I think. They were made in Scotland. It would have had a big fatter motor on there originally, which is why it's got this rubber strip in there. Okay, we're putting amp on the red phase, amping a bit on the yellow, amping a bit on the blue, so all three windings are trying to do something, so it's not like we've lost a phase or anything. So I'm pretty sure that motor's knackered. Okay, you can see that blade's been catching there. Originally this would have had a fatter motor, about 1/2 inch rounder. It would have been the tight fit in here with a thin rubber strip. So somebody's put 2 blocks in there this side, but they've got this rubber on here, like in a tube or something, or flat tube, and they don't squash the same, so it ends up sitting off centre. You used to be able to buy a block, a packer, two blocks that would sit in there, and you could fit the new motors in the old guards. But I've got some of this stuff which might be a bit thick. It's probably not far off of those little blocks you used to get, so I might cut 2 pieces off and see how that sits in there. At least it'd be even then. The other thing you get is you have to be careful. Some of this stuff gets really soft when it's hot, and I've had that where they're fine when they're cold, and then when they get hot, then that sort of melts and the motor can twist and the blade catches. Yeah, you can see the difference in size. That's just what it should have. The original motor, we used to have a centrifugal switch in it for starting, so that it didn't have all these other wires. Well, separate. Well, this one was 3-phase, but I mean the single-phase ones used to have a centrifugal switch in them. Great big fat motors. Anyway, we'll cut a few bits of this off, a couple of strips of that, and see how that fits in there. Okay, got that bolted on. Wiring, you've got brown, black and white, they all go together to nothing else, like a star point. Red, yellow and blue is your phases, and then you've got, on this one it's 2 purple wires. The old one I think it was 2 grey wires. They're your control wires for the thermal overload in the motor, and then just your earth. So I think I'll run this until it gets really hot, and I'll see how well that rubber copes, otherwise I'll have to come back with something else. Let's try it and see if it goes on the right way. It's running backwards. backwards. I've just swapped 2 of the phases over, but it might be why there's some of these terminals are rubbish. If I got a strip on, I think I might replace them. And I assume we want something failing and then burning the compressor out, because that's not been on there that long. Okay, got the old motor apart. I think what's happened is the rear bearings failed. That should not be loose. And then if you look, hold it. Oops. Seems that the bearing itself on seized up, it's been spinning in the housing. And let's let that move. And then you can see on the rotor where it's been catching. You can see all the little filings in there. So I think that what was happening was the magnetism was pulling that sideways and it was jamming up on the ear when it was trying to turn. But when you turn it off and you turn it by hand, there's no magnetism. So that sits back in the middle. But it smells burnt, so it's been getting hot. So yeah, it's quite interesting. Usually you'd expect a big front bearing. It's failed. NTN, Germany. It's got to be decent quality bearings. You'd expect the front one to go because it's got dirt in it. The back one's not fully enclosed, but